This specifically designed academic instruction in English, or SDAIE strategy, of carousel brainstorming helps in a number of different ways with English development. It first allows teachers to assess students' prior knowledge, or it allows teachers to check for understanding after a topic has been taught. It allows students to activate prior knowledge of a subject that they are going to be learning. It also helps with the ELD strategies of listening, speaking, reading, and writing. It helps with listening by students have to follow oral directions and listen to their peers. It helps with speaking because students need to respond to the questions and generate discussion among groups. It helps with reading by students have to read what is on the page and then come up with what is important. And it helps with writing because students have to collaboratively work together and come up with an answer and then write it down. How carousel brainstorming works is as follows. A teacher chooses a topic, so for instance, if I were to teach on the different genres of books, I'm going to come up with different subcategories and write them on paper. So I would have fiction, fantasy, and novels. Those subcategories can be just words, they can be questions, it's whatever the teacher comes up with. Next, I'm going to give each group a different colored marker. I want to make sure that all the markers are different. Then I'm going to have, so each group has a piece of paper and a marker, and I'm going to time them for 30 seconds. And as a group, they must come up with answers or ideas of what they think is. So for fantasy, students are going to come up with different ideas. It could be make-believe, magical, dreams, new worlds. Once the 30 seconds is up, then the pieces of paper are going to be passed to the next group. And you time them again for 30 seconds. This continues until each group has had a chance to answer each paper or question or subtopic. An important thing to remember is that you want each group to keep the same colored marker. That way, when the activity is done, teachers can take the papers and track what each group is thinking because they know what color marker each group had. At the end of this, students and teachers can then look at all the different subcategories and the different things that are written, and it helps generate discussion, which then is a nice introduction into the lesson of the different genres of books. There's different variations. Teachers can have students make definitions out of the words. Teachers can have students circle words that are most important. So they just have to be creative with what they do. So that's how the SDAIE strategy of carousel brainstorming works.